Good morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a few fragrances I wanted to share with you. These are fragrances I've been wearing a lot over the last week or two, ones I've been reaching for, and I just thought it would be kind of fun to share with you what I've been wearing, what are my thoughts on them, and things like that. There's a couple that I am a little bit on the fence about that probably won't come as a surprise to you guys, but I will share my thoughts on them with you in this video. And if this is your first time on my channel, thank you so much for clicking on my thumbnail. My name is JULIETTE, and on this channel we do talk mostly about perfume, so if that is your thing, I would love if you would consider heading on down and hitting the subscribe button. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram. I do share a lot of scents of the day, outfits of the day, other little tidbits of my life, home decor. So if that is something you're interested in, head on over there and follow me. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so really quickly before I get into the fragrances I've been wearing a lot over the last week or so, I'm going to let you know of a couple that were sent to me complimentary. So this was sent to me from Twisted Lily, and this is Juliette Has a Gun Lipstick Fever. So this is a really beautiful powdery raspberry scent. It also has quite a prominent woody note in the base, and this is your typical iris raspberry scent. It's your typical like lipsticky smelling scent. However, this has actually really good lasting power. It reminds me a lot of a Nique Goutal Etoile d'une Nuit, if I'm saying that properly, and it also reminds me a lot of Replica Lipstick Fever. So let me just take the cap off and refresh my nose here. My only issue with this scent, because I do love a good lipsticky powdery scent, I absolutely love the smell of that whole makeup-y, cosmetic-y smell. I'm actually looking for like my perfect cosmetic pouch makeup-y scent. If you have any, definitely let me know. But you know, this is really beautiful. I don't know what it is in the background. There is something in here that kind of gives me a bit of a headache. I think it's just like a molecular thing. Like, I'm no scientist over here, but there's something in the actual like fumes of this perfume that just almost immediately gives me a headache. I'm not sure what it is. The scent itself, absolutely gorgeous. It's just a really pretty raspberry, subtly sweet, violet, iris, cedar, vanilla fragrance, and truly does smell like an expensive lipstick, but a little bit more fruity in the opening. Really nice. This would be so good for date nights. Beautiful scent to wear as a woman, like anytime, anywhere. Very feminine, very elegant. So if you guys are interested in checking out this fragrance, I do believe I have a coupon code for you, and I do have a link for you to shop at Twisted Lily. All of that will be down below in the description box. The next one that was sent to me complimentary is this one from Xerjoff, and this I believe is called Amabile. Amabile, I'm not sure if I'm saying that properly. I am probably completely butchering that name. But this bottle, you guys, this bottle is so opulent. I only currently have one other Xerjoff in my collection, which is actually going to be in today's video. But Xerjoff is such an incredible house, you guys. They have so many amazing, unique fragrances. I still haven't checked out all of them. A lot of them are very particular, very bold. I think because of that, and because I'm such a basic person, I still haven't found a lot of Xerjoffs that really truly speak to me or work for me, but I'm still kind of on the hunt for my perfect, like I would love a bottle like this. I would love some more Xerjoff fragrances. I just have to sort of discover more of them. But this one, the notes looked like they might be really good. It has green apple, Amalfi lemon, Calabrian bergamot. It has some cardamom, some pink pepper, some jasmine, and it has a lot of Mexican vanilla. And I was kind of hoping that this would be a little heavier in the vanilla. This isn't a bad scent. This is actually quite a nice sort of a soft, spicy, shampoo-y vanilla. This would actually be beautiful for the summertime, but you really have to like green apple. So I don't really know what I was thinking when I was reading reviews and when I was seeing what people were comparing this to. For some reason, I was thinking it was going to smell different than it does. Unisex, I would say definitely unisex. I think anybody could wear this. And to me, it smells sort of like a spicy vanilla shampoo. I just don't love it that much, to be really honest. Like, it's really not my thing, and yeah, I don't know. It's just probably not going to work out for me. But if you like green apple, this would be one to check out, but you definitely have to like sort of that spicy unisex apple dominant fragrance. For me, this is just not not my cup of tea really at all, but I did want to share it with you anyways because it was sent to me. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any thoughts on any Xerjoff fragrances that I should try. So getting into the fragrances I've actually been reaching for a lot lately, this is the Victoria's Secret Bare Vanilla, and this is a pretty popular body spray, and it has notes of whipped vanilla, soft cashmere, and it says skin to skin. Okay, I'm not sure what they mean by that. But yeah, this is essentially a warm, cozy vanilla cashmere fragrance, and it is a really, really nice scent. Yeah, it's really beautiful, you guys. There's something about it though, it's almost like too vanilla dominant for me. This isn't a favorite, but at the same time, it is a really easy, soft, everyday grab and go. Honestly, this is kind of like Indelt Hoda in a body spray version. Indelt Hoda is a rather expensive, really, really good vanilla scent that was actually created by Frances Kirkjohn, and it's an incredible scent, but I did end up letting go of my Indelt Hoda because it was too predominantly vanilla. It wasn't doing much for me. It wasn't complex enough. It was an incredible scent, but it just wasn't doing much for me. And this is kind of what that reminds me of, or yeah, this is kind of what it reminds me of. And yeah, I do really like it for work. I think it's great because it's very, very soft. People really can't, you know, they don't really pick it up much on you. It just makes you smell soft and feminine, and it's almost like a really nice vanilla laundry detergent. You know what I mean? It's got that kind of dryer sheet quality to it. It doesn't smell perfumey. It is nice. There's a little bit of a dint you can see because I have used it. So I'm kind of on the fence about this one. Honestly, you guys, like if I was to do a declutter right now, this one probably would go in the declutter just because I like it, but I'm not head over heels for it. I actually prefer the lotion to the spray. The lotion is so scrumptious and has like this warmer, sexy quality to it. So if you're gonna pick one or the other, I actually really, really like the lotion. So the next one that I have been actually grabbing and wearing is my Black OPIUM Extreme. So I'm trying to get myself to wear perfumes that, even though in my head I think, oh, this is a better going out perfume, this is something I should wear when I have like a nice dress on and I'm going out. Let's face it, you guys, I don't go out that often. I'm pretty much a homebody. I don't do much besides work and spend time at home, which I really enjoy doing. I love spending time at home with my loved ones, and I go to the gym and all that kind of stuff. I'm not much of a dresser-upper, goer-outer all the time. But I do like to do it from time to time. But my point is, if I don't wear these perfumes, they're not going to get worn. So this is actually such a really good grab and go fragrance. It smells, this is Black OPIUM Extreme, if I didn't say that. It smells very, very similar to the original Black OPIUM, except this one is more heavy in that sort of chocolate coffee accord, and it's not so bright and fruity, but I really, really like it. Honestly, don't ask me to pick a favorite Black OPIUM because I think my favorite is probably the Nuit Blanche, which is discontinued, but I honestly like all of the Black OPIUMs. I really, really like them. I do wish that they had a little bit more oomph, a little bit more presence, lasting power, projection. I wish they were bigger, heavier perfumes. Not a huge fan of Intense Cafe, so before you recommend Intense Cafe, I'm just not a huge fan of that. I'm not looking for something that smells just like coffee. The truth is I love the Black OPIUMs. I love the pear. I love the jasmine. I love the vanilla. I love the coffee. Yeah, it just smells so good. It's very sexy, very feminine, very flirty, enjoyable, sweet. And this one I think is probably the most appropriate for like cold weather, which is why I've been reaching for it, because it is a little bit thicker, richer, and denser smelling than the original. So yeah, I've been really enjoying the Black OPIUM Extreme. To be honest, you guys, I probably don't need as many Black OPIUMs as I have. Once I run through this one, I don't know if I'll buy it again. I think I'll actually try the new Illicit Green after I'm done this one, or after I finish one of my bottles, because the Illicit Green is actually really, really, really good. I really like it. It reminds me a little bit of the Nuit Blanche, and it has this sort of creamy, milky quality to it. I think because of the fig, it's actually very nice, and it still retains that classic sweet, fruity sort of Black OPIUM opening that I love so much. So yeah, all that to say, I'm really enjoying my Black OPIUMs. The next perfume that I've been wearing a lot recently and testing out is the ARIANA Grande Cloud 2.0 and also the original Cloud. So I kind of am undecided which one I like better. The original Cloud has this sort of bright, sweet, effervescence to it that this one doesn't have. This is the 2.0 or the Intense, and this one smells more like Baccarat Rouge than the original, in my opinion. And I think this one actually has more note similarities to Baccarat Rouge. And this one just smells a little bit more high-end, sophisticated. This could honestly be a niche scent, you guys. Like Ariana Grande, I have to hand it to her. She has some pretty good celebrity fragrances, pretty unique. But I want to say, I believe there's saffron in here, isn't there? There's a couple more notes in here that make it a little more similar to that Baccarat Rouge compared to the original Cloud. And I can't decide which I like better, because as you know, Baccarat Rouge and we dated for a short period of time, and then I broke up with him. I'm just kidding. It just didn't work out for me. It just, I don't know. I really liked the way it smelled, but I didn't love that I couldn't smell it on myself all the time, and it just was a perfume that I realized I could live without. As much as it was a great perfume, it was one that I did realize I could live without. And this one is very, very similar to Baccarat Rouge. It's quite similar, yeah. This one's a little bit more heavy on that whipped cream. You guys, I want to like this, and I want to like the original Cloud so badly, because apparently they are such compliment getters. People love them. Super sexy, super attractive. Men like them. So I'm really trying hard to really like these fragrances, and I do like it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I do like it. I wonder if I don't have some sort of a weird complex surrounding it, because it's almost like everybody's pushing to like it and everybody's talking about it, so part of me pushes back. I'm not sure what's going on. I really, really don't know. I feel like if I would have discovered this myself and nobody knew about it, I might have really liked it. I don't know what I don't know what's going on in my head. But it, you know, it is a really good perfume. I'm definitely not done trying it out yet. And, you know, it smells good. It smells creamy. It smells like whipped cream. It smells kind of sophisticated, this one, compared to the original. And I do think it would be a great compliment getter. And this one does last longer on the skin compared to the original. So yeah, I'm kind of playing around with the Clouds and seeing how I feel about them, but I'm still not really sure if it would be like a lifer, absolute love, all that kind of stuff. And I haven't received a compliment yet when I've worn Cloud. Nobody has told me I smelled good or anything like that. But I mean, to be fair, a lot of people don't just come up to you and compliment you. I don't know where people are going to get all these compliments. Can you let me know so I can go to them? Because I would really like some people to speak up, but to be honest, I don't surround myself with that many people either. Another one that I've been reaching for a little bit since I got it is the Clean Skin, or the skin scent from Clean Reserve. And this one, you guys, there's a whole history with this one. If you watch my channel, you know I had it in a travel spray. I ended up not keeping the travel spray because I wore it to work a lot and it was reminding me of work. And then I immediately, as soon as I packed it up, realized I'd made a mistake, because I truly, truly love this scent. And I had always wanted a large bottle, so now I have a large bottle. And I'm just going to try wearing it for other occasions, not just at work. And this smells like the most delicious, clean skin that you've ever smelled. It just truly does smell like skin, but in the sweetest, best way possible. There is some praline in here. There's leather, which doesn't come across strong and dirty. It's a very soft, skin-like leather. There's salt, there's musk, but it just smells really, really nice. It just smells like the nicest, best skin you've ever smelled. And very, very subtle, and it's just my favorite scent from the Clean Reserve. I would like to explore more from the Clean Reserve brand, and I would like to go back and smell some more. They've got some really beautiful summer scents. I also really like their original clean scent, and their cotton, and I think there's like a fresh linen. All of them are really, really good, but this one's my favorite. So yeah, I really love this one. And the bottle, just honestly, the bottle is what gets me. I love the wooden cap, I love the label, I love everything about it. It's just a really, really beautiful scent. The next one that I've been wearing a little bit more often is my Xerjoff Lyra, and that's because I've told you guys I really love the way this smells. This is one of the most delicious gourmand scents I've ever smelled before. However, you guys, I also have realized in the last 6 months or so that I don't want to smell overly gourmand. I want to smell perfumey. So as much as this is a beautiful, really enjoyable, yummy, really delicious smelling gourmand, you know, I don't enjoy wearing this one as much as like my perfumey perfumes, something like Armani C Intense or Donna Born in Roma or something like that that's a little bit more truly perfumey and has a sex appeal to it. This, I guess you could say, has a bit of a sexiness to it if you consider smelling like a cookie to be sexy. This is just so edible. It just smells so edible, and I don't always want to smell like a lemon loaf or a cookie, you know what I mean? This is so delicious though, and I feel like I would be, you know, I feel like I'd regret it if I ever let it go, but at the same time I don't really want to wear it all that much. So anyways, this is Xerjoff Lyra. I've been wearing this out a lot more lately just to sort of give it a fair shot and see how I really feel about this one. And it just smells really delicious. It has also a little bit of lavender in there. I believe there's orange, and I want to say bergamot. I think there is cinnamon, there's vanilla. It does have a little bit of a soft, spicy kick to it, but it is primarily that sort of orangey, lemony, caramelly. I mean, it's delicious. It's really, really delicious. And the other thing too, this one doesn't really project all that much. I can smell it on myself, but I don't know if other people really pick it up. I sprayed myself yesterday with this, you guys. I went crazy. I sprayed myself with like 15 sprays, I'm not even kidding, on my skin, on my clothing, on the sweater I was wearing. And when I got in the car, walked around, I asked my daughter, I said, "Can you smell me?" And she goes, "Nope." I was like, okay, cool. And then I actually wore it to work last night because I thought, well, if it's so soft, I'm gonna see, you know, because often my coworkers will let me know if they think I smell nice, or a patient will say something if I smell nice, and nobody said anything. I don't honestly know if anybody could smell anything on me. So I don't know, if you guys have this perfume, let me know if what you think about the performance, because I just literally felt like I was wearing almost nothing. It was so soft and so subtle. What I could get was nice, but I don't know if I'm sold on it, you guys. Like, I feel like maybe I'm having it just to have it, and because it is such a beautiful gourmand. Yeah, so anyways, that is Xerjoff Lyra. The next one that I have been wearing a lot, and you can actually see there's a bit of a dint in there. This is Note Vanille from MICALLEF. This is one of the most beautiful vanillas I have ever smelled in my life. This one is a little bit more particular. It does have some boozy notes, which I'm not usually a huge fan of boozy notes. I don't like rum and cognac and all of that. Kilian's Angel Share, no. Kilian Angel Share and I are not friends. This has like a tiny, tiny touch of Kilian's Angel Share. They could be distant cousins, but this one is a little bit more feminine. It's not quite so heavy in the spicy booziness. It's not quite as woody, and it's got a bigger emphasis on the vanilla. So let me just take the lid off. By the way, they did just redesign this bottle. I really like this bottle. I think it looks like a whimsical autumn fairyland or something. It's just really beautiful. MICALLEF has incredible fragrances, and they have such attention to detail. And when you order from the house of MICALLEF, it comes beautifully gift wrapped with like this gold bow. It's gorgeous. This is really, really beautiful, you guys. And actually at the atomizer, I do get more of that boozy, woody quality. Once it starts to dry down, it becomes more of that sort of brown sugar vanilla, which I love, love, love. And this one does project a little bit further. I have gotten compliments when I've worn this one, and it's just a really sweet, warm, cozy, enjoyable vanilla. And I've been reaching for this one a lot, I think, because it's also really appropriate for the winter time, for those cold months. I know that once the summertime comes around, I probably won't be reaching for this as much. So I'm really trying to enjoy my vanilla dominant and like my deeper perfumes while I can, because thank goodness spring is right around the corner. Also, you guys, I will have a link down below for where you can get this. I know that they were sold out for a while, but I think they might be back in stock, and this is worth it, you guys. Like, this lasts, this gets compliments, this projects. If you like something like Kaoli Vanilla, this is definitely one that you need to check out, because it does have a little bit of resemblance to that Kaoli Vanilla, but it's just a touch more interesting and complex, and lasts quite a bit longer than Kaoli Vanilla as well. You guys, I'm not much about ASMR, but I do really like the way that chain sounds on the perfume. I really like that. All right, So the next one that I have been wearing a little bit, believe it or not, is Marc Jacobs Decadence. Now this one, you guys, I actually blind purchased this way back in the beginning of the pandemic when all the testers were off the shelves. I really liked it, and I wore it a little bit, and then once I ended up culling down my date night perfumes, this one didn't make it because I had other perfumes that I reached for more than this one, and this one's very particular, and you really have to be in the right mood to wear Decadence. This is a really unique sort of a green, earthy, sweet, fruity scent. If you know this one, you know. I heard that this was discontinued. I think it is discontinued, and that kind of put me in panic mode, and I went and bought another bottle right away because you sort of take things for granted. Like, I always thought, oh, Decadence will always be around. But once I heard it was being discontinued, I immediately grabbed a bottle. And this one I found at Fragrance By, and it is still available on Fragrance By. I'll link all these down below, by the way. But this is an amazing fragrance. Yes, it's very particular. No, it maybe isn't the most classy, sophisticated fragrance. It definitely has a really unique sort of young touch to it. It's almost like the type of perfume you could wear if you go clubbing or something like that, which I don't really do. It's definitely a bold, in-your-face fragrance. I think that there is plum in here. I think there is vetiver. I think there's papyrus. It's just a really sweet, fruity, green, earthy scent. Very unique. So this is what it looks like without the lid. Absolutely love the cap, you guys. I love the chain. I love the tassel. I love this bottle in general. And this is a perfume that even if I'm not really wearing it much, I would still want to keep it because it is so special and so unique. It's so good. Nothing smells like this. Nothing smells like this. This has a tiny touch of Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle in the sense that it has that super sweet, fruity vetiver touch. So this is kind of like Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle, take away the pear, put in some plum. Very similar, you guys. It has, and it's very bold. It has equally good performance to La Belle, and this one is also quite green. So this one actually reminds me a tiny bit of Ariana Grande, Thank You Next. Some people have said that this makes them think of pickles. It smells a little bit like pickles, like dill pickles, which is strange, but there's that like undertone. And I have to say, I can pick it up if I try, but it doesn't bother me. To me, this is just super addictive. It has like an addictive quality to it that I want to keep coming up to it and smelling it. And this also reminds me a tiny touch of Muglaire's Aura, because Aura has that really green Amazonian rainforest goddess touch to it. Very unique and very interesting. So this is kind of like a mix of those fragrances together. And people have said this could be a niche perfume. It's just really interesting. And you know what? I don't think it gets enough credit. I think it was a pretty popular perfume, but I honestly don't think it gets enough credit. When I put this on my skin, nothing smells like this. Nothing smells like this, and it's really enjoyable and really sweet. Yes, it's bold. It's not an everyday grab and go. It's definitely like I'm putting on a green velvet, you know, shimmery dress, and I'm going out with my heels on, and I want everyone to smell me, and I want to smell super unique and sweet. But I really enjoy it. In fact, I might even spray a little bit on myself today. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that is Marc Jacobs Decadence. I haven't been wearing it a ton because it's not super everyday wearable. I do have to be in the right frame of mind. But I have been testing it out a little bit more lately, and I really enjoy it. So that was it for today's video, you guys. I hope that you really enjoyed hearing my thoughts on these fragrances. And don't forget to check out Twisted Lily if you are interested in any fragrances. They do sell a ton of incredible niche scents like the ones I talked about in today's video. And I do have a discount code for you, which will be down in the description box. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye for now.